Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today it's the third episode and final episode of a 3-series episode about home server. And today we're gonna talk about the Home Assistant. Home Assistant is gonna manage all your devices and it's the final episode. So it makes your house a smart house. The first episode we talk about the tiny PC, why I choose the tiny PC and which PC I choose on my case, and I talk a little bit about all of the tiny PCs and the difference between them, and that's it, guys. You can watch the episode 1. On the second episode we talk about Proxmox. I explain how to install and how to manage the first steps. Today we will gonna talk about the Home Assistant. So why Home Assistant and not another different software that do the same? So in my opinion, Home Assistant is a freeware, so it's you can download it for free and you can install. It's an open source and it have the way more devices compatibility. In my opinion, it's the best in the market when you go to the free edition. Prerequisites for Home Assistant, they are not much. They say 2 cores, 4 GB of RAM, and it's about 32, I think so, gigabytes of storage. So it's very light, and for me I think it's even lighter because I will not deploy as a virtual machine. I will deploy as a container. This is one of the advantages of Proxmox. It can allow you to do a container, and the container is not so demanding in terms of hardware. So that's it. It's enough talk. Let's go for action, and let's start by installing the Home Assistant on Proxmox. This is my home. This is my Proxmox. I already installed a couple of hardwares. So for this one, I will use this new SSD. It's empty. It doesn't have nothing. I will pretend to give around 50 gigas. And this one is for EP3. This is a software that is like a private iCloud. I'm thinking about doing a bonus. Episode on this. If you are curious about it, this is something that you can upload your photos. You can access your photos on your cell phone, wherever it's connected on your network. And if you want to know how I configure it, and I have a dedicated drive for it. So if you are curious, just leave it a comment on the video, and I will address and probably create a bonus video of this series. So enough of that. To install, it's very simple. You have this page. I will share this page with you. On this page you have everything that you can install. It's very easy to install with this page. You just copy the link you want and you just run on the command line. So you can see you have a lot of things here. Ubuntu and other different hardware softwares, and you can install it all. In here, Proxmox, you can install that way by going here on the shell and run the command I just copied. In this case, it's easier to do like this. But if you want to create an ad hoc VM, you can come here and do whatever you like. To imagine that you want to put a Windows. I think I have an OS here for Windows. You just go next, and you need the image. I think I have it here. If I don't delete it, I delete it. So yeah, I just have Ubuntu here. But imagine that it's an Ubuntu and you just put Linux and you create a virtual machine. But on our case, I'm not going to do that. I will just gonna paste here the command that I've copied from Home Assistant. This one, this is the container. You see container. It's not a VM. You can also do the VM. The VM, it's this one. You see VM here. So it's a different. This is a container. This is a VM. And you have also add-ons. So that's it. I will use the container. Is this one. I just go and push enter. The installation will start. Here I will just use default. I'm not changing nothing here. And now I will choose the one I wanted. So this is for the other app. I will go with the SSD. You just go space here to select, enter, and here the same thing. Space I want all on the same space. So this will create the container. So it's done. The installation has finished. As I was telling you, a container it's less demanding in terms of hardware. You can see that the installation was a Debian, that it's a very light operating system with no graphic side. So it's just command line. And that allows you to, instead of having 4 cores, you just need 2. And instead of 4 gigas, you just need 2 gigas of RAM, and instead of 30 gigas of disk, you will just need 16. So it's way better in terms of hardware demanding. So this is finished. Now to access, you use the IP that was generated here. You just need to copy and paste it on a browser. Let's continue the site. And this is the welcome page. It's in Portuguese. I don't know why, but it says welcome. You are ready to wake up your house and demanding your privacy by getting together with the community of technology in the world. So here it says create my intelligent house. We can start it by that. So let's go and now it's already detecting some devices that are compatible. So it starts to look at your network and say, look, I'm finding this type of devices. So this is my forecast, and let's see, this is my router. It already got my router. I will tell that it's on another one, that it's office, because I'm on the office and the router is there. The icon, you can choose the icon. We'll probably have something related to this, and this is on the second floor. It's fine. Oh, this is for the icon for the area, not for the device. So this is office. Let's put this one, looks better. And this is 2, that was good. 2, that's fine. And don't need more than that. Let's create, let's finish. So yeah, we already have some data here from the router. Of course I have more devices, so let's add devices here. I have, for example, these lamps that are with, so you search you search by the brand here. In this case these are with, it's here already, you see it. So if you don't put nothing, it will just try to find the devices. Let's give him a little bit to see if it discovers. There you go. I have 3 lamps of these ones. I don't know which one it's this one, to just add them all. I will put like this and test it. See, it's not this one, but this one is already here. Let's add another one. This one. Okay, let's finish. There you go, it's this one. So that's it. Now if you go to Office, you already have the router and you already have the light. What else can we do? We can try Alexa here as well. So let's create here. I think it's Amazon. Yeah, it's Amazon. And now Alexa devices. Let's do. Oh, I have to log in, right, on Amazon. Let's see. I need the OPT. Now I need the OPT. What is the OPT? OPT is the code that they send to the cell phone. Okay, so to finish up, I will just explain the part of the cell phone. So to access this, you have to install the application called Home Assistant. It's this application, I can show you. So it's this one, this blue one here. It calls Home Assistant. You just click, it starts with this intro, and then you click on connect to my home. It starts to go around and it already detect the server. You just go and connect, and then you put your user and password, and it will be good enough. Okay, and that's it. I can see about the same, and I can control about the same. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you like it, please leave a like. If you like the channel, please subscribe. Tell me if you want the bonus episode about the iCloud, personal iCloud that I used on Proxmox. That's it. Bye guys, and I see you on the next video.